Boy, so if you're following along from the last video that I did, Gheenoe Diaries Part 1, got a Gheenoe, been absent because of it, and I really hate to be off the water just because of minor things here and there, but right after I got done making that video, I went out again and the transom split. So we're doing the transom work, and well, while I was doing the transom, I thought to myself, I said, Nick, why don't you just build a deck in the back? So that's exactly what we're doing. I'm definitely doing it wrong. No doubt in my mind that it's wrong. But on the bright note is I'm learning something new. Probably going to be a few of you who watch this video and go, oh, you shouldn't be using blah, blah, blah resin. I've spent way too much money to go and turn back now. So, and you know me, I'm cheap. I like to do everything cheap. This is what I got. This is what we're rolling with. I got vinyl ester resin, $100 a gallon. I wound up ordering some polyester resin. We're gonna go with that after we wrap up this vinyl ester resin. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what I've done so far. I got the transom cut out, got it a little bit covered with resin. I'm still waiting on my Cavasil to come in, still waiting on that polyester resin to come in. Just some little tits and tats that I'm waiting that would actually make the project be quality. So once that Cavasil comes in, I can install any of the structural pieces, the quote-unquote stringers for the rear deck area, and then I can actually glass in the deck and make it. It's all out of foam, all out of H80 Divinacell, or however you say that word. But yeah, this stuff's really cool. It's really easy to work with. I've been cutting the whole thing with an oscillating saw, and it cuts like butter. And then I've just been sticking it together with skewers, like nails, and then just glassing over, and it's actually working pretty nice. So you can also thermoform the stuff, which I think is awesome because I've always wanted to thermoform stuff. Now I'm not good at it, but it's pretty cool. Okay, so all right, let's get it. So this was the little stringer piece I made. As you can tell, we already got some D-lam there, so that's going to have to get ground out. And then I didn't really put fillets in here where I should have. And it's because I didn't have Cavasil and I was just trying to get away with it. Again, it's Gheenoe, I don't care. And then I'm going to run over really quick and we're going to grab this deck piece. And I think this deck piece is actually going to be a game changer for me and what I'm doing. So this deck piece is actually going to ride on top. I got it backwards. Uh-oh. Drop my measuring cups. So it's going to ride right about there. And then gas tank's going to go in. It's going to be super dope. It's going to be really nice to not have a gas can by my feet. Got really tired of that. Kind of ate up all my space in the back. So wasn't a huge fan of that. Now it will add a little bit more weight towards the back of the Gheenoe. Whatever, at this point, it's going to be a couple 200-pound guys. 30-pound gas tank's really not going to affect it as much as my 230-pound self plus my 75-pound motor. So, it's not the end of the world. So I know I said I was going to grind this out, but I'm kind of lazy, so this multi-tool has become my best friend since I started this project. But today we're actually going to be working on just getting some glass down on the underside of this piece. Probably doesn't need it. Everyone at the fiberglass shop was saying, oh yeah, you'll be fine to just run with what you got, because I'm going to glass on top this. I'll have 4 layers of glass on the top over here. Underside, we're just going to lay down one layer of chop strand and hopefully just stiffen it up nice and sturdy, and kind of just blend out any inconsistencies that we've got here. I had a little add-on piece over on this side, so kind of want to make that add-on piece go away. I do have a little bit of D-lam, so I'll probably cut that out. And then this D-lam over here, this actual part, this line doesn't matter as much because this is actually just kind of a big gap. I kind of goobered that cut up, but it is what it is. I'm not mad with it, so we're just gonna run with the other side.
So for all you young guys out there who are interested in stuff like this, definitely don't use my channel to try and learn. I'm more than happy to try and give any advice that I can, but I'm not the person to ask. There's a lot of really smart guys out here that know a lot of stuff, and I'm just terrible at giving advice. So the one piece of advice I will give you is anytime you're working with any of this stuff, vinyl ester, polyester, epoxy, all this stuff is really not good for you. I used to be tough, and I'm still young, but I got tired of listening to all the old guys go, well, I wish I wouldn't have done X, Y, and Z. So now you see me here wearing a respirator and gloves and doing the things that they wish they would have. So I probably should be wearing some long sleeves, but that's okay. Just spend the extra 20 bucks to get the right tools for the job. I definitely tried to sit here and do this stuff with a brush. It works, but it's not the most efficient. So and as anyone who does fiberglass or has done fiberglass will tell you, make sure you first pre-wet your surface. So I'm taking all this chop strand and I'm literally just pre-fitting it before I put it on the surface. I'm gonna come in here and pre-wet it. Now because this chop strand is so thick, probably gonna wind up laying it on there almost dry. Actually, I will be laying it on there dry, and then I'll just literally be pouring the resin right on top of it. For something like this, because I poured the resin on there so heavy, I'm not worried about too much D-lam happening. But on definitely some of your smaller pieces, you know, you're going to want to look out for any potential delamination as a result of you not pre-wetting. Because it's very possible, it does happen. It's happened to me, as you've noticed. Taking that down there, and then we'll pour out the resin. And the reason why you want to pre-wet your mat of any kind, whether it's chop strand or 1708, is you know, what you're doing is you're making sure that your fiberglass doesn't suck the resin out of your materials. So if it does that, good luck. You're going to spend a lot of time with the grinder and you're going to get really tired of grinding by the end of your project.
useful to add. You know, I pretty much accomplished everything that I needed to accomplish today. It really wasn't a matter of having a good laminate and you know, making sure that we had good adhesion. This was more of just adding some rigidity to the board. All the prettiness and all the strength is going to come from the top side fiberglass. So again, make sure you wear your PPE. Spend 30 seconds or 40 seconds preaching about PPE before I started. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. This episode of Gheenoe Diaries has been brought to you by My Wallet. Thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate you, and I wouldn't be able to do it without you.